You read title right, ladies and gentlemen. There will definitely be a lockout to show you. There's no question a work stoppage, not just for baseball players, but for people like me who live normal lives, who don't have $1 billion waiting in deferred money, and who could lose a year of work, a year of no money at all from Rogers Center because of this MLB lockout. And it's so frustrating because what's the point? This is just going to keep going until maybe even after the 2028 season. We'll still be stuck in this battle of small market teams wanting a salary cap. And Rob Manfred doesn't care whether employees get caught in the crossfire, employees who work their asses off for the organization higher ups who put the blood, sweat, and tears into everything that they do around the stadium. I can't go unemployed for a whole year. None of us can. None of us at Rogers Center can go unemployed for a whole year. I mean, getting a job is as hard as it is. Keeping one is even harder. And if I got to look for a second job because the MLB says we're going to have a lockout without question, then they're screwing me over. What if that happens now, but worse? What if there is no season? How are people going to live through this lockout? No matter how long it takes, I don't care. I mean, I do care, but I don't think MLB owners, big or small, really care about the fans because a lot of their fans work in stadiums like the Rogers Center. I don't know any other, like Yankees Stadium. There are employees who work for the organization that people have no idea about. How are the vendors supposed to find a job now? I mean, applying for a position like this is hard as it is. What's going to happen when the future employer of a different stadium asks, why did you stop going to work? What made you stop going to the job that you love? They're going to have to say, well, I can't do anything because the Major League Baseball Richie Riches of the world closed down the season because they can't agree to a new salary cap. And I've got no money coming in. So that's why I need this job so I can survive through the lockout. I'm going to tell you guys something that you don't know. For 10 years, I worked in customer service, and I hated it. It was the most dreadful, most tiring, most draining type of place, work system that I've ever done. I hated it. And I don't use hate for much of anything, but my family saw that I hated working in customer service. I would go home every day just feeling like shit because customers can be delusional. And I just told them one day, I'm not working in customer service anymore. And when I got the job at the Rogers Center, I was so relieved. This is going to be a ride till I die type of commitment. I won't need to find another job in my life because I'm working at the Rogers Center. And even though it's seasonal, it's the best job I've ever had. There is not one past job that I can think of that I've had this much fun doing. And I can't say a lot of people can say that they love what they do. But I love what I do. I love some of my coworkers. I I love going to the stadium, to the dome every day. I love the events that we put on for the kids and the parents who just love having a good time watching the game. The vibrance on people's faces when they get to see their favorite team in person and running the bases, Looney Dogs Tuesday, Junior Jays, the concerts, and the their Caribbean nights, whatever it's called. There are so many merchandise days where we get an overflow of people coming to the park. And sometimes it's for the video games, but a lot of the time it's to spend with friends and family and people you truly love who love the Blue Jays. And all of that is going to be gone for a whole year. Small money owners don't want to spend money towards the organization to make the team even better. And the small markets don't want to fork up the big bucks to possibly get a franchise player to go somewhere other than down. Everything I put into this business could all be taken away because of money and not agreeing to a salary cap, not agreeing to a new CBA deal, that I won't have anything. The amount of revenue that we get from putting on these events, from bobbleheads to popcorn vendors to the guys upstairs to the local dudes who sell magazines every day of the Blue Jays and the starting lineup and everything. Everything that Rob Manfred doesn't see, what working here means to people like me, blue collar workers, that's what he doesn't see. It's all about money for him. He doesn't care about the blue collar workers who wake up every day doing what they love to do. And to have all that stripped away from them, from me, for a whole year, he doesn't care about that? I don't want to do anything else but do what I'm doing now for the Blue Jays, for Rogers Center, cleaning the stadium on floor 100, 200, or 500. I don't want to do anything else for the rest of my life other than work for the Blue Jays. This isn't fair to us. This isn't fair to the fans. This isn't fair to you. The people who watch Major League Baseball on TV, who can't afford tickets to go to the game.